Doctors at Harvard Medical School often explain that once a person crosses 65, the body's internal chemistry shifts in ways most people never notice. The liver, which is responsible for breaking down medicines, naturally slows its metabolic speed, something repeatedly documented in Harvard's Division of Aging Biology. This slower metabolism means that a dose the body handled easily at 50 may act twice as strong at 70. Researchers at Johns Hopkins Medicine emphasize that this change is not a sign of disease. It is simply biology adjusting with age, and it directly affects how medications circulate, how long they stay in the bloodstream, and how intense their effects feel to the brain and nerves. When older adults report sudden dizziness, new fatigue, or unexpected imbalance from a medicine they have taken for years, it often surprises them, but scientists at the Mayo Clinic say these reactions are predictable once liver metabolism slows with age. The same dose leads to more accumulation, and more accumulation means a greater risk of unwanted reactions. Another factor involves hydration. Geriatric specialists at the University of California, San Francisco point out that the body's water percentage steadily decreases after medicines dissolve in water before the bloodstream distributes them. When the body has less water and the person drinks less than needed, drugs become more concentrated. This is why UCSF researchers warn that even mild dehydration can make medicines feel dramatically stronger. Clinics across the United States report that many older adults reduce their water intake intentionally because they wish to avoid frequent bathroom trips, but this habit unintentionally increases medicine potency. The National Institutes of Health in the U.S. has repeatedly emphasized that proper hydration is one of the simplest, scientifically proven ways to reduce unwanted drug reactions in older adults without changing the medication itself. Another major biological change involves the brain. Oxford University Department of Pharmacology has published research showing that the blood-brain barrier becomes more permeable with age. This means medications that affect the brain, whether mildly calming, stimulating, or mood-altering, can cross into sensitive neural areas more easily. Harvard's Center for Brain Health explains that this increased permeability is the reason seniors sometimes experience confusion, slowed thinking, or memory lapses even on low doses of certain medicines. It isn't the medicine alone. It's the age-related change in how the brain absorbs signals. UCLA's Brain Gut Research Center further supports this by showing that an age-weakened gut can influence neurotransmitters and amplify medication effects on mood, clarity, and alertness. Seniors often assume these symptoms are just aging, but research consistently shows they are often medication-related. The kidneys also play a crucial role. NHS specialists in the United Kingdom remind people that kidney filtration naturally declines as we age. A healthy young adult typically has a filtration rate around 90 milliliters per minute. But by age 70, this can drop to almost half, according to Oxford Health NHS Trust data. When kidneys filter more slowly, medicines take much longer to leave the system. Yale School of Medicine warns that this leads to prolonged accumulation, meaning a drug that should exit by evening may still be active the next morning. This creates unpredictable reactions, especially when multiple medicines overlap inside the body. Polypharmacyting several medications at the same time is another major factor that Stanford University School of Medicine has heavily studied. Their research shows that once a senior takes 5 or more medicines regularly, the chance of drug-to-drug interaction increases dramatically. Many older adults across the United States take medications for blood pressure, heart rhythm stability, joint discomfort, digestion, sleep, or mood, often prescribed over several years by different doctors. UCLA health pharmacists explain that these medications may be safe individually, but unpredictable when combined, because each one affects enzymes, organ speed, hydration, or brain activity in different ways. This is why most American physicians now recommend that adults over 65 schedule a full medication review every 6 months. Lifestyle also influences how the aging body handles medicine. The University of Michigan's geriatrics program found that seniors who maintain healthier routines, better hydration, balanced eating, daily light motion, and consistent sleep experience far fewer side effects and need fewer medication adjustments. These findings reflect the same conclusions shared by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, which consistently reports that diets rich in vegetables, whole grains, lentils, nuts, and healthy oils stabilize blood sugar, support liver function, and reduce inflammation. A healthier liver produces more stable enzymatic reactions, which means medicines break down more predictably. UCLA researchers add that a strong gut microbiome acts like a natural protective filter that prevents harsh reactions to drugs. Movement plays a crucial role. Johns Hopkins physical therapy experts have long encouraged seniors to integrate light daily activities such as gentle walking, stretching, or simple chair exercises. Their research shows that better blood circulation improves how evenly medicines flow through the body, reducing sudden surge reactions that occur when drugs accumulate in one area. The University of North Carolina's fall prevention research confirms that seniors with better circulation experience fewer dizziness episodes that can lead to medication-related falls. Sleep is another critical factor that Yale Medicine often highlights. Seniors with irregular sleep patterns metabolize medicines less effectively. During deep sleep, the liver performs enzymatic processing required to break down drugs, a fact well documented by sleep researchers at Stanford University. Poor sleep therefore translates to poor medication metabolism, increasing risk the next day. Seniors who follow a stable bedtime minimize late-night meals and reduce screen exposure allow their body to function more predictably with medicine, something repeatedly proven in U.S. clinical studies. Mindset also influences outcomes. Stanford's psychology department has shown that seniors with a confident, positive approach to their health experience significantly fewer stress-based side effects from medicine compared to those who feel anxious or fearful. A hopeful mindset regulates cortisol, stabilizes heart rate, and improves nervous system balance, making the body less reactive to medication shifts. This isn't positive thinking. It is scientifically observed mind-body interaction. Physicians across Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and NHS UK stress that seniors should never stop a medicine on their own and should never fear asking questions. Regularly asking whether a dose can be adjusted, whether an alternative exists for older adults, or whether a certain drug is still necessary can dramatically improve safety. The University of Minnesota found that seniors who actively discuss medications with their doctors experience fewer emergency visits and far better long-term stability. The goal is not to avoid medicine, but to use it with awareness of how the aging body changes and how simple lifestyle improvements can support safer results. Researchers at Harvard Medical School often remind older adults that the body after 65 still has tremendous capacity for strength, recovery, and energy, but it requires a different strategy than in younger years. They emphasize that seniors do not lose vitality because of age alone. Most of the decline comes from long periods of sitting, poor hydration, irregular meals, lack of sleep rhythm, and unnecessary stress. When these factors are corrected, Harvard's aging research shows that energy can increase dramatically, even in people above 70 or 80. Doctors at the Mayo Clinic frequently report that seniors who adopt small daily routines rather than intense workouts or strict diets see improvements in blood circulation, muscle stability, digestion, and mood within weeks. These improvements reduce the need for certain medications and help the ones they do take work more smoothly. Nutrition plays a central role. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health has published extensive data showing that seniors who consume anti-inflammatory foods experience better brain clarity and sustained daily energy. These foods include vegetables, berries, lentils, nuts, oats, olive oil, and moderate lean proteins. The gut microbiome, which affects everything from immune function to brain health, becomes more fragile with age. UCLA's Brain Gut Research Center has proved that when seniors increase fiber and reduce heavily processed foods, they experience reduced inflammation, fewer digestive issues, and better mood regulation. This gut improvement enhances nutrient absorption, which leads to steadier physical stamina throughout the day. Many seniors believe fatigue is a natural part of aging, but research across the University of California shows that much of that fatigue disappears when the gut receives consistent nourishment. Hydration is equally important. The National Institutes of Health explains that seniors lose the sensation of thirst over time, meaning they do not drink enough water unless they deliberately remind themselves. When hydration improves, so does blood flow, joint lubrication, digestion, and cognitive sharpness. Johns Hopkins Medicine confirms that dehydration is one of the most overlooked contributors to fatigue, poor balance, headaches, and confusion in older adults. Increasing fluid intake, gradually small amounts throughout the day rather than large glasses at once, helps the body maintain steady energy and reduces strain on the kidneys. Clinics across the United States have documented seniors reporting more mental clarity, smoother movement, and better morning energy just from correcting mild chronic dehydration. Light physical activity makes an enormous difference. The Mayo Clinic's Geriatrics Division states that seniors do not need heavy workouts. They need consistent motion. Even 5 to 10 minutes of gentle walking, slow leg lifts, or easy stretching activate major muscle groups and stimulate circulation. Johns Hopkins physical therapists explain that muscle fibers in older adults respond very quickly to small amounts of contraction. When movement becomes a daily habit, balance improves, joint stiffness decreases, and muscles regain strength that many seniors assumed was permanently lost. The University of North Carolina's mobility research shows that seniors who perform chair exercises or simple wall push-ups reduce fall risk by almost half because their neuromuscular coordination becomes sharper. These small motions keep the heart healthy and maintain steady oxygen flow to the brain, which boosts alertness and reduces alerting fatigue. Sleep quality is another major component of youthful energy. Yale School of Medicine emphasizes that seniors often confuse sleeping long with sleeping well. Aging bodies require stable sleep schedules rather than long hours in bed. Going to bed and waking at the same time helps regulate hormones, improve digestion, and stabilize nerve function. Harvard sleep researchers discovered that seniors with consistent sleep patterns metabolize food better, maintain healthier blood pressure, and show stronger morning concentration, reducing late-night screens. Keeping lights dim an hour before sleep and avoiding heavy meals in the evening can dramatically improve overall rest. This healthier sleep cycle directly supports daytime energy and mental clarity. Lifestyle choices affect emotional energy as well. Oxford University's psychology and aging studies show that older adults who maintain social connection through simple conversations, family interactions, or community involvement experience stronger memory performance and reduce stress. Loneliness affects the brain similarly to physical pain, something documented by extensive research from the University of Michigan. When seniors feel engaged, purposeful, and connected, cortisol levels drop and the body becomes more efficient at healing, digesting, and maintaining daily energy. These emotional benefits also influence physical vitality because the nervous system responds to social encouragement by releasing neurotransmitters that support motivation and balance. Mindset plays one of the most powerful roles in maintaining a youthful feeling. Stanford University's research on aging and motivation showed that seniors who believe they can stay strong and active into their 70s and 80s actually develop better muscle function and cognitive performance compared to those who think decline is unavoidable. This phenomenon, backed by measurable physiological changes, reveals that mindset is not just directly impacts the body's chemistry. When older adults adopt a growth mindset, accepting small challenges, celebrating progress, and viewing aging as a stage of potential rather than lost their energy, rises naturally. These mental changes also help seniors stay consistent with healthy routines, which compounds the benefits. Daily sunlight exposure, even brief, plays a role in energy as well. The NHS in the United Kingdom recommends short exposure to natural daylight to improve vitamin D levels, which influence bone strength, mood regulation, and muscle performance. Vitamin D deficiency is extremely common among older adults, and the NHS has repeatedly stated that correcting it leads to better mobility and steadier energy levels. Simple habits like sitting near a sunny window in the morning or taking a short walk outdoors support circadian rhythm, which improves sleep and boosts daytime alertness. Other factors reducing long periods of sitting. Researchers at the University of California, Los Angeles, found that seniors who break sitting time every 30 to 60 minutes have better blood sugar control, lower inflammation markers, and improved leg circulation. Inactivity creates stiffness and weakens muscles quickly, but frequent small movements standing briefly, rotating the shoulders, stretching the ankles, combat this decline. Mayo Clinic physicians call these microactivities, and they believe they are even more important for seniors than structured workouts. Over time, these tiny movements accumulate significant benefits for stability, flexibility, and endurance. Harvard's Division of Preventive Medicine highlights another important aspect: nutrient timing. Seniors often skip meals or eat irregularly, which causes energy crashes. Eating smaller, balanced meals throughout the day helps maintain steady glucose levels. This reduces sudden fatigue, improves concentration, and keeps metabolism active. It also supports medication stability, something doctors across Johns Hopkins and the NHS frequently encourage. When seniors combine these scientifically supported habits, hydration, light activity, balanced nutrition, stable sleep, social connection, and positive mindset, they notice dramatic improvements in daily energy and overall vitality. These changes are not dependent on age. They are dependent on routine. Researchers across the US and UK continue to find that older adults who adopt small, consistent lifestyle upgrades often feel younger, steadier, and more confident in their daily life.